Everyone, how's everybody today? Is it just me, or can no one remember what day of the week this is? Because after 4th of July yesterday, I thought it was Saturday all day long. Plus my husband he's in sales, he didn't really have a whole lot of customers open on the 3rd, on Monday. So that kind of felt like Friday. I was convinced this was the weekend. It is not the weekend. And my dog, she has a problem in that every time I start a live video, she has to go out. I think she's a little jealous. Hello, Amy and Mary Margaret Roberts. I'm gonna wait just a second and let my dog out. Let y'all get on here. I'm not gonna wait too long. Hold on, don't go anywhere. Okay, hello. She's a crazy, crazy dog, but we love her anyway. 8 people. Oh, hi, Natalie. Lovely to see my team getting on, plus a whole bunch of other people. This is so exciting. I love group things because I need other people's input than just mine. Good grief. My team is tired of hearing from me. Okay, well, I'm not going to stall for too long because I don't want people who are replaying this to be super annoyed with the first like 10 minutes of me talking about my dog. So let's just get right in. Hi, Lauren. First of all, to introduce myself, I am Anna Johnson, and I am the fearless leader of the Jammin' All-Stars. And I have been doing Jamberry since February of 2014. So it is over 3.5 years now. I don't want to embarrass myself and count the months on my fingers. But it's been a while, and I love it. I have had ups and downs for sure. I have been a senior executive, and I'm not now. And I still love Jamberry. I did lose a big leg of people, but I still am. Wild horses could not drag me from Jamberry. I have always said from the very beginning, I'm not a salesperson. I started selling Jamberry because my husband was all excited about it, which is weird. He knew that I was in love with nails. I would paint my nails like every 2 seconds just to keep, like I would literally, we had just had our first baby when I found Jamberry, and I would like put my kid in the car seat, and then I would have my fingernail polish with me. Like if I was going by myself somewhere and my nails were not perfect, I would like buckle my seatbelt and turn on the car and have everything ready, and then I would really quick paint all my nails so they were good and like let them dry on the way. So I was a little bit obsessive about it, so I think my husband was just like, yay, something, so I don't have to smell fingernail polish on every single trip we take. Also, he's in sales, so I was like, oh yes, of course he'd be excited about this. This is his thing. But a little bit of arm twisting from him and my friend who doesn't sell Jamberry but just knew that I should do this. And I signed up, and I was like, you know, I would love to make back my kit cost and then just be able to wear the nails because I'm not a salesperson. Don't we all say that? I'm not a salesperson. That's not my thing. And I, of course, loved it. And then my friends loved it. And then their friends loved it. And then their friends loved it. And the beauty of Facebook was that I had this cold market that just was gigantic. My dog is barking at the neighbors. Oh, dear. She's not a fan of our neighbors. So, anyway, long story short, here I am today with an awesome team and, 20% battery remaining. So, hopefully that lasts us. So, anyway, that's kind of how I got into it. I absolutely adore Jamberry, and I have gone through so many different phases in life of it. We now have 2 little boys. I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, Silas and Max, and we have a crazy dog, Darcy. And we love it. It's a part of our lives. My boys think that every mom sells Jamberry, that this is what they do. They go to Jamberry events. I just had my 2-year-old at an event on, I don't know, like I said, I don't know the days of the week. It was a few days ago. And it was flaming hot. And my 2-year-old is so used to this that he just like sat in the camp chair, played with his toys, and he is a trooper. But he was there from like I don't know, it was probably like 6 hours. It was so hot. Anyway, they are Jamberry babies for sure. So that is a little bit about me. Sorry, I am a rambler when I get on live. I just like to talk. Hey, Tanya, and everyone else. Anyway, so I am going to talk about making your errands run for you because everyone is busy. If you're not busy, I would like to be your friend because maybe you could like bring me coffee throughout the day or something. We're all busy. Sometimes we're busy of our own making, but most of us are legitimately busy, and it is a legitimate excuse for being nervous about this business opportunity that you already have so much going on. Well, I am not going to be the person to recommend that you stop, like quit your job or put your kids up for adoption or I don't know, stop cleaning your house so that you can work your Jamberry business. We have to make this fit into our lives. So how do we do that? Number one, stop watching Netflix quite so much. I mean, I still watch Netflix, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying we all have pockets of time in our day that we are not wanting to give up, but maybe we could if we tried real hard. For me, Netflix is probably one of them. That we have time. I mean, everyone's kids sleep sometime, right? I have been blessed with good sleepers. They are both, fingers crossed, sleeping right now. They tend to wake up when I'm doing a video. But we can find time. And I'm going to talk specifically about when you do have errands and you literally, I mean, you have to take library books back to the library. Otherwise, they charge you lots of money. You have to go grocery shopping. You have to do the things that you have to do. So how do we work our business on the days that we do not have time to work our business? So here's how, in my opinion, and feel free to add because I don't know everything about Jamberry. And I am learning, I feel like all the time. We just went to conference and every person who got up, I was like, oh, I love you. Why did I not know that? I stayed with Christina Tucker, which a lot of you are on her team. And I'm like soaking in her knowledge. I'm like, Christina, tell me everything you know. Because I have not arrived in the Jamberry world. But I have a couple of ideas on how to make your errands run for you. So the days that you do not have time, you literally have back-to-back stuff that you have to get done. Here are a couple of ideas. Sorry, my phone is giving me weird notifications that won't go away. First of all, let's see. Okay. The biggest thing is to change your mindset. Number one, if right now you're thinking, on the days that I have errands, like I go grocery shopping on Mondays and it turns into like all of my errands or whatever. I don't have time to work my business on Monday. You need to change your mindset. What a wonderful opportunity to work your business on your errand day. So number one, change your mindset from no, I cannot work today to I am going to find 5 new people that I have never met that probably have never heard of Jamberry, because I don't know about you, but almost every single person that I talk to about my nails or about Jamberry when I'm out and about has never heard of it. How is this possible? How is this possible? People think that we have, just cleared out the market. Like everybody knows about it, nobody cares anymore. But that is so far from true. You will find, if you look for 5 people when you're out running your errands, you will find 5 people who have never heard of it before. So we're changing our mindset from I'm too busy to I'm going to set a goal, a specific number of people I would like to talk to about Jamberry. And we're going to talk about how we talk to them here in just a second. Also, while you're on your way, when you're in your car, maybe it won't be your kid's favorite thing in the world to not play the DVD or whatever annoying music CD is their favorite. But you need to listen to something that is going to help you. Podcasts are my new favorite thing. I'm just getting on the bandwagon, and maybe I'm late to this party, but podcasts are awesome. A couple that I like, I just like anything that's inspirational, even if it doesn't necessarily have to do with direct sales, but I really like listening to Marie Forleo. She also has a YouTube, I watch her YouTube channel a lot, and I don't recommend that while you're driving, but I listen to Tony Robbins, which he can be a little much sometimes, but he's super inspirational. Like I listen to him and I'm like, whoa, I can go conquer the world. I'm gonna go be Tony Robbins. And then one that I'm actually new to that I just heard about at a conference is called MLM Nation, like a multi-level marketing nation. and it was suggested to us at conference, at the end of every single podcast, they have somebody who's like majorly awesome at direct sales talk about the best way to reach their cold market. And they have some awesome ideas. So totally worth listening to something that is going to help you and get you in the mood for talking to people. So while you're out on your errands, how do you get people interested? I have people tell me all the time, I pass out samples every time I'm at the store, and I never hear back from people. They never call me. I never get any sales from it, so I've just quit. Well, there's a couple of things. What I try to do, again, not saying that I know how this is done completely, but I try to be friendly. So when I get up, as soon as I get up to the cashier, I start talking. First of all, I go to a girl, even if I have to wait in a longer line. I go to a girl. As soon as I get up there, I start talking to her. If you just go up there and open your wallet and stand there and wait and like put your hands close to them, they're not going to say anything. I mean, maybe if you're super obvious about it, but generally when people ask me about my nails, it's because I've engaged them in conversation and I've talked to them and I find out, you know, if they're almost done for the day, or, you know, how things have been going. How many crazy people have you talked to today? You know, whatever. Just be friendly, talk to them. And then generally they'll try to find something to talk to you about. And if I put my nails up there, they'll be like, oh, cute nails. So at this point, you have someone who said, cute nails. Where do you get those done? Then what do you do? If you say, oh, they're just, you know, this thing called Jamberry, I kind of sell it. That's not gonna, I mean, that's not gonna be super informative for them. Let's see, I was going to say something specific here. What was it? Oh, yeah, never mind. We're just gonna keep going. I'm taking a long time. So first of all, I'm friendly, then they comment on my nails. So the first thing I do is not hand them a sample. The first thing I like to do is say, oh, thanks. They're called Jamberry. Have you ever heard of it? They're like vinyl nail wraps. They're kind of like stickers for your nails, but they stay for 2 weeks. They're super cool. And then I immediately after, you know, they're like, oh, that's neat. And while they're saying that, I say, listen, I meet up with people all the time at this Starbucks right here. And I will let you try them out for free if you want. I mean, I can just meet you there whenever you're off of work, like when you're getting off or something, we can meet up. And almost every single time they're like, oh, cool. That would be awesome. So I get their number and we have a one-on-one and it's awesome. I have regular loyal customers who have come from me doing that. It's not hard. It's not awkward. It's not like you walking up to them and being like, what's wrong with your nails? You should have nails like mine. What's wrong with you? Just be friendly. If it does not come up, sometimes I do bring it up. I try to be very careful and like super nonchalant. Like if I notice their nails are done, I'm like, oh, cute nails. I'm kind of into nails too. And then they look at my nails and then they say something. But I do try the being friendly tactic first. And then a lot of times it will just come up in conversation. One thing that can be a little bit touchy, because I like to go to Target in yoga pants and my husband's t-shirt as much as anybody else. But one thing that I do try to do is to look like someone that I would want to talk to. So if my hair is just like in a greasy ponytail and I have, you know, I just look horrible, nobody's really going to want to talk to me. It may be sad. It may be like it shouldn't be that way, but it is. So when you do go out, I probably should have said this first, because first you go out and then you listen to something and then you're friendly to people. But anyway, look like someone that you would want to talk to. If you're not a makeup person, that's fine. Don't wear makeup, but just make an effort. Make it look like you didn't just roll out of bed. Let's see, what else? Okay, so the main thing I'm trying to say about the whole one-on-one situation and all that is to somehow get their information. Do not just give them a sample packet and go your merry way. Get their information. If they're not interested in the one-on-one, that is when I whip out a sample packet. But I don't just leave them with a sample packet and go. I will give them a sample packet. I'll say, look, I have a sample with me if you want to play with them. You know, go home, try them out. And if you want, give me your phone number. I promise I won't stalk you. If you want to give me your phone number, I'll enter you into my monthly drawing. Every month, on my business page, I have a giveaway, and I'd love to add you to our giveaway. And nobody says no to free stuff. Come on. So the moral of the story is whenever you are giving out your information or talking to someone, get their number. Do it. It's not as awkward as you think it is. Sometimes I've even told people, oh, I don't, and usually it is true. If I don't have a sample packet with me, I'll say, oh man, I don't have any samples with me right now, but I would love to send you one. Can I get your number and I'll text you and you can give me your address and I'll send it to you. And I won't show up at your house. Don't worry. Be friendly, be normal. People will know that you're normal and they won't be scared that you're gonna stalk them. Okay, I'm taking a ton of time. I don't even know what time it is. I'm taking a ton of time. So real quick, what is in sample packets? You can go a couple of routes. This one is my simplest version. It just has the instructions on the back. These are little plastic bags. I've got it at Hobby Lobby, I think, but you can get either one of these, the big one or the small one, anywhere. Just look for them. I got a ton at Hobby Lobby for super cheap. So I put the application instructions in it. The only application tool I usually include is an alcohol prep pad because prep is like the biggest mistake people make. So I try to include one of these. My business card, although you can just print off like a return address label or something and put it on the back of your application sheet, just so they have your number and information and website. Samples, and then I found these adorable cards at the Dollar Spot at Target. I love the Dollar Spot at Target for cards. I get them almost every single time I go. I grab several more packets of them. So it's just a tiny little card, and you can just write something friendly, and that would be to anybody. It doesn't have to be specific with their name on it. So this is super simple, costs under $1 for this entire packet. You can go a little bit more exciting, give them a full-size card, woo, and then do the same things on there and include a file and an orange stick. My dog is a crazy person. I'm so sorry. I don't know if you can hear that. But I like to save. I don't always have the bundled together set, but I save the ones out of my style box and use them for sample packets because it looks like super professional and like they know it hasn't been used. So sample packets, make them extravagant, make them not. You can make this obviously without the card. Just have your basic information in it. This is so cheap. So our challenge for today is to make these or whatever you want to do, but it needs to be 10 of them. Make 10 of these. That is your challenge. It is super easy. I would love to add to the challenge that I would adore for you to have at least half of them given away by when our homework is due for this week. That's not required. It's like extra credit. So make 10 of these packets and try to give at least half of them out. And let me see if I forgot anything. I had a couple of stories about people that I did one-on-ones with and blah, 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 and how great it was, but we'll save that for another time. This is getting long. But let me make sure I've said everything I need to say. I think I have. Does that make sense? I am a rambler. Sometimes I can't even remember everything I said. But be friendly. Be a person that you would want to talk to. Don't be a crazy person. And people will be attracted to you, and people will want what you have, which is awesome nails. So make your sample packets, and if you have questions, comment below. You guys have been a quiet group. I don't know if I'm on mute or what's happening, but hopefully you have learned maybe a little something, and let me know if you have questions. And you guys are awesome. Make your sample packets and post them. Show me a picture, like take a picture of your sample packets and post it on your team's homework situation. Okay? You guys are awesome. I'm so excited to be here. We're gonna have the best July ever. Okay, bye.